Copy this. You can read that. Someone let me know if that link works for you.
Yeah, it worked.
Yep, works.
Perfect. All right, cool. I got about 1 more minute. We'll kick her off here. Hell yeah, brother. That's actually legit. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Yes, we're gonna do kind of like a TDG, and then we'll move into a small classroom, and then we'll go into actual practical where everyone gets to actually shoot. I want to get some practical application in. Okay. I was gonna have us go to the stage. Um, 1 sec. Yeah, I was gonna move to the stage, but I don't want to neglect people to stop me and ask me questions because typing can take too long. So unless it's full and we fill out, I don't know what the limit is for this VC, but unless we end up filling up, we're gonna stay here. If we end up filling up, we'll move down to the stage VC. Yeah, Soul. If you guys have gotten something like this before and from my previous classes, please hold off. It is 8 p.m., so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll give you guys a quick end brief. So one, I want to welcome all of you. Some familiar faces, some unfamiliar faces. This is going to be a little bit more a phase 2, if you will, of a beginner's training, right? So you guys already know the keybinds. I'm sure you've already played a few matches. You understand the basics of the game. What we're going to be doing is we are now going to go into the tactics side of the game to help you be more successful when it comes to actually trying to win the firefights, prolonged engagements, things of that nature, right? Because it's one thing to be able to know how to hold W and shift, but it's another thing to be like, all right, I know I'm shooting at this guy, but outside of that, what do I do next, right? And we're going to move on from there. So if you have a question, type it in the side chat. Someone else who knows the answer might be able to get back to you or answer it before I get to it. But if I'm moving too fast, by all means, don't be afraid to speak up and stop, and then we can go over some stuff. But first, what we're going to do is I put a link in the side chat. If you follow that link, it takes you to this TDG, or what's known as a tactical decision game. And what's going to happen is we are going to get about, let me see, I think it's 5 minutes. Oh, time limit of 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? So I'm going to read through this TDG, and then what's going to happen is you will get the information, and then it's essentially a chess game in your head, but the pieces are soldiers or warriors or fighting men, whatever you want to call it, okay? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. So this is TDG number 97, TAC 3, meeting at the Mounds. All right, so here's your situation. You are a squad leader in Company K, 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines. The company is making a movement to contact, moving south toward Liberty. The company's mission is to locate and destroy any sizable enemy forces en route. The company commander has made it clear that the march objective is merely a reference point for the direction of movement. The true objective is the enemy. You are fighting an aggressive infantry force that, when assembled, usually either pushes rapidly ahead to bypass your positions or calls in supporting fires and attacks them. Your platoon is the advance guard, and your squad has the point. Your lieutenant has given you the following instructions. I am relying on you to develop the situation to the best of your ability whenever you make contact. If you can overpower the enemy yourself, fine. If it's a sizable enemy force, my intent is for you to develop the situation advantageously for the rest of the company. Try to maneuver to fix the enemy so they can't escape and so the CO can bring the rest of the company to bear. I'll support you with the other 2 squads. Your squad is in a wedge formation with 1st fire team on the left, 2nd fire team in the center, and 3rd fire team on the right. An attached machine gun squad is located with you behind 2nd fire team. The platoon commander is about 200 meters behind you, and the rest of the platoon is about 300 to 400 meters back. Your squad is moving through an area known as the Mounds, generally following a road that winds its way toward Liberty. The terrain is unusual, and you have Marines on both sides of the road alert for possible contact. As 2nd fire team crests one of the mounds, you see the Marines drop quickly to the prone position and begin firing. You crawl forward to the crest, and you can see an enemy force firing from a stream bed about 300 meters south. Another position soon opens up from a mound to the left front. You estimate the total enemy strength so far at about platoon strength. You notice that first fire team has also taken up firing positions on the mountain to your left. Third fire team and the machine guns are in defilade to your right rear. Supporting arms begins exploding on the road about 200 meters to your rear. What do you do, Sergeant? All right, get ready. In a time limit of 2 minutes, issue any orders you would give. Once this is done, describe any additional action you would take and provide a sketch of your plan and explanation for your decision. All right, so before we actually initiate the 2 minutes, just in your brain, you can write it out in Notepad, you can write it out physically on pen and paper, but I want you, within 2 minutes, come up with a plan on how you're going to engage the enemy and win the fight. Okay. From there, we will pick on a few volunteers to kind of explain their idea. So, to recap, you are a squad. You have 3 fire teams of 4. Each has a rifleman, a grenadier, an automatic rifleman, and assistant automatic rifleman. The fire team leader, I'm sorry. These 2 question marks are where the enemy is shooting at you. One is behind the stream bed at the edge of a tree line. The other is on top of a mound. You have first fire team on the left, also on top of a mound. Second fire team on your right, also on top of a mound. Third fire team and machine guns in defilade, meaning they're in lower terrain, that are not being impacted and they cannot see the enemy. You're right here in the corner, right? Enemy mortars are starting to impact about 200 meters behind you, kind of off center up here above to the north. All right, I'm going to start the timer. In 2 minutes, go ahead and write out what you got. Give me a second. Ready, begin.
Lord Pause, I have a question real fast. It says the stream's
Send it.
full. Can someone stream the stream? That way other people can watch it when they join in late.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the training stage. Quick tac pause. Everyone move down to the training stage so everyone can see it. For the guys up top to kind of join in. Okay, you guys see it? Perfect. Stream is working. Nice. Gotcha. We're still waiting on a few more to jump down here from up top. They might be AFK. We're going to go ahead and resume. You have about a minute and a half left. A minute and a half. Minute 30 seconds.
For anyone who didn't get the message, we're bumping down to the training stage to make room for more people. Next channel down, training stage, guys. Thanks.
I got about a minute left. We do not have call for fire at this moment. You are currently in contact. You do not have the ability to call for fire. The company commander does. You do not. I'm going to put the link in the side chat again for anyone who is still trying to keep up with what's happening. You can go to this link and it will bring you to the same page I am looking at to get an idea of what's happening. About 30 seconds left. And then the way we'll do this is I'll just pull someone random who raises their hand to come up and quickly brief, like within 2 minutes or less, what you would do. I don't need the full shebang. I just need a quick rough swag of what you would do. We're on training server number 2, Oreo. If I would hurry up and get your slot now before it fills up. After all this, we will hit training server number 2 to do practical application. All right, Doubt, you'll be the first one to come up here in 10 seconds because you rose your hand to speak first. All right, Doubt, time's up. So you guys can listen along. So Doubt, in about 2 minutes or less, go ahead and give me a quick rough plan of what you would do.
Alrighty. So fire teams 1 and 2 are in contact, so I would leave them to set up their base of fire because they're already RTR. I would move the 3rd squad over to that terrain feature to the east of fire team 1 because it's got machine guns attached. For machine gun and like employment, you want to kind of prioritize some pick 'em deep. So off lane fire, you could shoot the flanks of those 2 elements, maybe get plunging fire on the 2nd element behind the river. And then when they're efficiently suppressed, I would move a fire team probably to set up a maneuver element to try and close with and destroy at least the element that's on the raised terrain feature. It's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. All right, cool. Does anyone have anything roughly different than what Doubt was saying? Thanks, Doubt. I'm going to push you back down. All right, Belcher, what you got? You there, Belcher? Can you hear us? Your mic might be muted. There we go. His mic might be fucked up. Anyone else while Belcher fixes stuff? All right, Echo, go ahead. What you got, Echo?
So, I generally agree with moving the 3rd team around to the east. The big thing I would change would just be if you're estimating that to be a platoon-sized element, you are the first squad taking contact. And your goal here becomes just to fix this enemy so that you can let one of the other squads behind you become the maneuvering element. Because 1 squad versus a platoon, if you try and push these guys, it's just going to be really difficult to have fire superiority. So agree with moving 3rd fire team around to the terrain feature to the east, especially since they have trees there. You get all the way over there. Potentially you can swing them all the way around to the east to get in a full L shape, but finishing a platoon-sized element with 1 squad would be extremely difficult, and the optimal move would just be to get another squad to help you out.
Oh yeah, so he was using calm to kind of bring to bear. Okay, thanks, Echo. All right, Belcher, what do you got? Oh, Belcher, your mic still might be messed up. We'll bring Daco up, and then after Daco, we'll bring Medusa. Go ahead, Daco. What do you have? What do you have differently?
Yeah, so you can hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
So I would free up the weapons team up to basically where 2 is. I get 2 to disengage and maneuver around to the east of 1. So 3 can engage the element across the river, and 2 and 1 can basically lock down the guys that are already across the river.
Okay. All right, that's not bad. That's different. That is different. Disengage the 2nd fire team, replace them, relief in place with the machine guns. Okay, cool. I'm gonna push you back down, Daco. Thank you. Medusa. All right, Medusa, what do you got?
All right.
In 2 minutes or less, how would you break this down?
Cool. I would immediately push 3rd fire team up to go on the same hilltop as fire team 2, and I would have them focus their firepower onto the right enemy, or the one that's on the hilltop on our side of the river. That will draw their fire away from the 1st fire team. Since 1st fire team is already across the road, I do not want to cross a linear danger area over again, especially with possibly a platoon-sized element. So once we draw the enemy's fire, first fire team will bump to the east to the next terrain feature, utilizing the trees to the rear, basically conducting a break contact with no pyro to do a swing action, while we have 2 fire teams with the squad automatic weapons engaging the enemy.
Okay. All right, cool. That is different. That is different. That's actually a good insight. Okay. Thanks, Deuce. I'm going to push you back down. Belcher, we're going to have to move on from here, brother, unless you got your mic working. You got it working? I think it's working still. Okay. Well, we're going to have to move on, Belcher. I apologize, buddy. I know you probably had something good to say, but I'm going to push you back down so we can continue. All right. So heard some good ideas, right? We had some people, they said, hey, we don't want to cross the linear danger area. We're going to utilize the fact we've already have a team across and then mass our firepower from this side, taking the brunt of both fire teams, doing an action movement. Some people said, hey, we're going to actually occupy by force the hill and just create even more firepower to buy time for the rest of the company and platoon to arrive. These are good things, right? It means you guys are thinking, which is awesome. So there is no, and I'm going to say this, there is no true right answer. There are better answers than others, but there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. There's too many variables to take in consideration to what could and what could not occur. You can play the what if game all day long, but I like what I'm hearing. This is good. This is a great start. If you want more TDGs, just go up to the maneuverist.org. You'll see the Warfighting Society, which is like kind of where we get our roots from, and you can go hit up the decision games. They have everything, I believe. If you go to the shelf, you hit tactical decision games. And there's fire team level, squad, platoon, company, and battalion level TDGs you can look at and work on your own. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into some basic tactics. Okay. Give me a second to open up MS Paint. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into squad level fire and maneuver. Some of you, I understand you have already seen this before. Love that. If you want to stick around, please do. You might learn something maybe different. But the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away, right, is this is mainly for the newer guys who haven't really had an exposure to this yet. So bear with me for my more veteran players. But my newer guys. Actually, matter of fact, in the side chat, can everyone just, if you're new, just say new in the side chat so I can kind of get a head count of who all is like new to Bellum. Just Bellum. I don't care if you're okay. A few new guys. New. Okay, so there's definitely a hefty bunch. All right, cool. Perfect. This is good. All right, so what we're going to talk about is simple fire and maneuver. Last tactics we did fire team, individual fire team. So we're going to go into maneuver. Now in Bellum, we're going to work X's and O's. Friendlies are O's. Enemies going to be X. All right. So this is the simplest form that I can break this down for squad level fire and maneuver within Bellum, keying off on within Bellum. Okay, there's gameisms that we have to factor in that don't always translate from real life. So first things first, you're going to have a first team and a second team. The enemy is engaging you from your direct front. You happen to already be in essentially a skirmishers, or you're already facing forward, both teams, luckily enough for you. So what needs to happen first? Well, if it is a near contact, or what we would call a near ambush, right, which is hand grenade range or closer, you have something what's called turn and burn. Turn and burn is essentially you raise your weapons and you just flow through the enemy with so much violence and so much firepower they regret opening up Bellum that day. Okay. Now, you're using frag grenades, you're using GLs, your saws are singing at the cyclic rate. Cyclic meaning they're shooting like essentially a contact belt or even a whole belt. But you are still moving online with each other. Online meaning you are staying in line with each other, moving as one unit, engaging the direction of the enemy. You're going to then push through the enemy's position. At this time, you should have neutralized them all. You're going to hit what's called an LOA, limit of advance. You're going to hold at that LOA, okay? And you are going to hold hasty security, and you're going to do what's called an ACE report, ammo, casualty, and equipment, okay? From here, you're going to do, the squad leader should get ammo checks, right? Hey, how much ammo does each team have? All right, so it sounds something like this. Hey, ACE reports from left to right, and then the team leader gets the ACE reports from the individual fire team members, right? And he's going to say, hey, I have this much ammo, 5.56. I have this many grenades left, etc. Second team says the same thing. Why is this important? This is important because if you don't know how much ammo you have left as a squad, the next firefight could be your last, and you don't know that because you're not sure or you don't know how much ammo, because a firefight could turn from a simple you engaging one fire team to you having to break contact from a platoon. You'll never know. Okay, so that is a simple near contact or near ambush, right? We're now going to go into a far ambush or outside of hand grenade range. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this. All right, now, this is probably outside hand grenade range, so 50 meters or farther. So we'll say it's 150 meters, okay? 150 meters. You have something called an acronym called RTR. So if you want to write this down, you're going to write down the first R, and this one is going to be return fire. Okay, return fire. All this means for your return fire is that you are going to respond in kind to the enemy. So they shoot at you, you give out a 3 Ds, a direction, a distance, and a description, right? So JV, you would have to call the direction. Varsity level, you don't really need to call it a direction because you can hear the direction they're coming from their rifle report. A rifle report is anything that you hear from the enemy that gives away their position through the means of them shooting. So for all intents and purposes, let's just say you guys were moving. So this direction is north. Okay. You guys were moving west. You took contact from your right flank. All right. You're in a column. You took contact from your right flank. The enemy is engaging. Okay. So someone would yell contact right. So there's your direction. You're going to get a distance. Distance, you're going to call out in singular digits. 100 meters. 150 meters, 200 meters, right? Because if you say 100, 200, 300 through the heat of the combat and through people screaming on their mics, it's going to be difficult for people to actually hear what you're saying when you say the full number. So 100 meters. I know it's 100 meters. Description, fire team. So contact right, 100 meters, enemy fire team. Just like that. Super simple. So you return fire. You're going to hit the deck. Take cover. So RTR, that's the first R. T, take cover, meaning you hit the deck, you go prone, you find cover. A bush is concealment. That is not cover. Cover is something that stops bullets. A bush does not stop bullets. A tree will stop a bullet. A rock will stop a bullet. Micro terrain, or terrain that is not necessarily a big old boulder or a huge ass tree, but there's enough of a terrain elevation difference where you can kind of take a knee or go prone. It'll still protect you, right? That's you taking cover. At this point, you can get a more refined direction and distance, where somebody who can pull out an actual azimuth, right? So maybe they say 120 degrees or 120 degrees, right? And so from there, what's going to happen is you're going to gain fire superiority by returning accurate fire. So you initially returned fire, you took cover, now you're returning accurate fire. Doodlebot, I'll get to your question when I'm done with this, okay, brother? So now that I'm returning accurate fire, let's label these. Here's team 1, here's team 2. You're going to start fire and maneuver, okay? So the enemy is a fire team, as we've identified. Fire team 1 is then beginning to suppress the enemy. Suppression is this. Suppression is preventing the enemy from being able to maneuver on you or to keep you suppressed. Essentially, you are asserting your will over the enemy via bullets. Okay? What that then does, it allows freedom of maneuver, which would be second fire team, to do a maneuver action where they come out and swing and hit them from the flank. Okay? This is also known as an action right or an action left. This actually works really well in a video that I have. So if you bear with me here, and I'm going to show you just how well this works. Okay? This is because a lot of people they're gonna be like, oh, you're just blowing smoke up our ass. I'm not. I'm going to show you a video.
Once you're
all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip out to the point in which we actually maneuvered on these guys. Nope, we're still maneuvering. All right, here we go. So we are currently, I'll paint the situation for you. We are moving towards the enemy.
Continue.
We are in a staggered column.
1, 2, break off to the left, go up on the high.
We're going to move forward a little bit. So listen carefully. Is it blurry for anyone?
Hold 1, we got a fire team.
Is it pixelated? Can you guys see it? It's fine. Okay. All right, good.
50 meters to your front.
Copy.
You're
They're
likely spotted.
copy. They're crossing to our right, to the west.
Contact!
So they have contact dead ahead. You heard that? Contact dead ahead. Returning fire. You see them returning fire?
I want you. Yep,
They're
yep.
taking cover,
Alpha,
and they're
Alpha,
now
action right.
we're returning
Watch
accurate
out.
fire,
Alpha,
and we're
action
instantly
right.
going to the
Alpha,
action right.
Alpha, action right.
You hear me yelling action
Bravo,
right?
Base of fire. Bravo, base of fire.
I'm telling the other team to be the base of fire. We are now swinging around using the terrain.
Alpha, I need you over here to the right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Right? We're building suppression. We're keeping the enemy pinned in place. Here we go.
Stand by, Clyde. It's happening. You're about to see the flank of the day.
You hear the suppression going. You hear the gun shooting.
Grenades! Grenades! Grenades!
Now we're going to close with the enemy, and we're going to be violent. Violence of action.
You guys are about 50 meters from a group.
We're listening to that rifle report. You hear that? You hear them shooting?
I have a fire team element pushing up.
They're giving their position right from the rifle report. Look at us. They don't even see us now. We've identified the enemy. We're hitting them from their left flank. They have no idea. Boom. Machine gun team
They're
down.
across the road.
Eliminated a machine gun team. Just like that. Enemy AT. Enemy AT team. We identified them.
Direct south. Direct south. Alpha team, direct south.
Calling out more directions. We're talking.
Direct
We're
south 100
communicating.
meters.
See
One,
how?
one,
Okay.
how
This is a big point. We're gonna go back. Look at the casualty.
Already marked. You got this.
We see the casualty on the ground. Nobody even gives them a second thought. This is important. Dead bodies attract dead bodies. If you stop the firefight to help your boy out, guess what? Not only is his gun out of the fight, but now your gun is out of the fight. There's medics for a reason. Let them do their job. You focus on winning the firefight. Rounds down range are casualties' best medicine.
1-1, how we looking? Medics, start doing your thing.
Yep, there it is. Called it out. Medics start doing your thing. I got to heal.
He
We're
was
going to fast forward.
2 or 1.
Bravo, how you looking? Bravo, how you looking?
We're going to continue a little bit more.
South.
We chase them down a little bit.
Yeah, both that RPG team's down.
Yes, sir.
Now, so I'm going
Hey,
to
we're-
pause this here. I'm going to pause this here. What happens is we are now on the furthest flank of the enemy. And this is why as a squad, this is important for you to have situational awareness and communications to your other squad leaders. We've communicated that 1-1, which is our squad, have eliminated our threat. However, 1-2 and 1-3 are still in contact.
Wrapping
Watch what
around, watch
happens.
your fire. We're gonna have blue crossing the road, Bravo team. We're gonna wrap their back end.
1-1, 1-2 is in route. We're gonna take.
Solid copy. We're coming in on the south end of the enemy right now. Keep them fixed in place. Hey,
All right, I'm calling out. Keep the enemy fixed in place. I'm calling this out because we are on their flank. The last thing we need is the enemy to essentially listen or hear us coming.
hey, consolidate. Pick up that casualty and consolidate with Alpha Team Bravo.
I'm Rested Alpha crossing the road.
All right, here. You don't know if you saw it. There's a guy
Alpha,
running there.
contact front. Be careful. Multiple contact Alpha. Go prone. Alpha, go prone.
We haven't crossed the hill yet. We'll do it.
So much you're gonna see right. All right, cool. Pausing it. Check it out. We have 1-2, 1-3. This is important. If you're in a squad or fight, this is important. You need to have accurate marks on the enemy. Look at the map. We have a frontage, and now we are on the flank. This is textbook fire and maneuver, not only at the squad level that you just saw, but now it's at the platoon level. We have 2 squads as the base of fire, and another squad sweeping from the western flank, moving east. Okay? So now, yes, Melons, yes, Bravo team did shift their fire. That's an implied task. We'll talk about that in a second. So now we have guys swinging through, and we are now on their flank while they're fixed in place by our other 2 squads.
Bravo to your direct east. Mark it on the map now. Right in front of me.
This poor
Holy
soul
hell.
has no idea.
He's down. There's gonna be more.
All right, I'm going to pause it there. We're going to pull back. We're going to go back to MS Paint. Okay, so does that describe to you guys in Bellum, like you saw it firsthand, it works. Do you guys have a basic understanding of fire and maneuver at the squad level? Who does not? Well, I'm waiting for people to say who does not. I'm going to go back to Doodlebot's question. His question was, why is it more beneficial to charge forward when the ambush is close? Is it because the survival chances is so low at that point, it's better to just take as many of the enemy as possible? So yes, Doodlebot, absolutely. Points to you for critical thinking. You are, for all intents and purposes, what's called on the X. What is the X? The X is the position in which the enemy has pre-planned to hit you, and that is where he is most prepared. If you turn and burn, like we said, for near ambush, so now let's go back to the near ambush. You're within 50 meters or hand grenade range. Okay? If you turn and burn, the enemy now has no choice but to either he break contact or he dies in place. Why does that? What do I mean by that? When you do an ambush, you're prone most of the time, or crouched, or you are already in a position where you are static. Okay. When you engage with the enemy, more times than not, in an ambush on the receiving end, you have, if they do it right, you're cooked. It's very difficult to win that fight. However, there have been cases, and the AI devs were there. Clyde was there. He has a recorded video where the team or the squad getting ambushed had enough people who pushed through the contact and was actually able to get around. And yes, you had a bunch of guys in the center. They went down. They became casualties. That's just inherent. That's inherent. Okay. However, but due to the nature of the flank and you essentially hitting the enemy when they weren't expecting it, they wiped the enemy, came back, rezzed all their guys, and continued mission. They saved the day. The whole squad, well, I think 2 guys actually bled out, but the rest of the squad made it. The whole enemy team got wiped, and you won that fire, and they won that firefight. Okay. Now, does that happen all the time? Absolutely not. There's too many variables to take into consideration. But what we have seen the most that actually makes this worth it, give me a second, Jonathan, that actually makes this worth it is being more violent with your ammunition than the other team. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring you up, Jonathan. What you got for me? Nothing too crazy, Jonathan, because we're on a timeline, okay? I clicked it. He should be up here. Let me try and invite to speak. Try now, Jonathan. Did that answer your question, Doodlebop? I hope it does. Yep, perfect. Thank you. It was an accident. Okay, never mind. All right. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions so far? I don't want to lose anybody. And and for those that are more veteran dudes, active duty, veterans, all those guys, I know that you know that I'm missing a lot of stuff. We're wave topping, right? This is for the general population. We're trying to get people get a rough swag of what to do. So does anyone have any questions, roughly speaking, right, over what we've gone over so far before we continue into some of the more advanced stuff? I'll wait for the chat to kind of just pull up the questions. While I do that, I'm also going to get my kids dad life. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me answer some questions. Should we be using left or right as opposed to using 9 or 3 o'clock to our direction of travel? I would use your whatever you can say that makes the most sense. What do I mean by that? If you are moving in a squad and you are all going the same direction and you say contact right, people understand that you're getting shot from the right. But remember how we said there's JV and varsity level thinking? Varsity level, you shouldn't need someone to tell you where you're getting shot from because you have headphones or you have audio. You can hear that you're getting shot from the right. Honestly, it's all personal flavor. If you want to say 3 o'clock, say 3 o'clock. If you want to say contact left, say contact left, right? It's all whatever is more comfortable to you. Will we get mortars and helis with the option to bail out? I have no idea, Grim. I have no idea. Not the guy to ask. I don't know anything about that. Okay. Let me see. I see some people already talking about medical stuff. Perfect. All right. Last call before I move on. Okay. We are now going to move into what it looks like to do. Oh, no, we got more questions. Daco, at what point do you attempt to disengage? Let's say Bravo gets wiped out completely. Okay. So that's a good question. Let's paint the problem. The problem is going to be this. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go here. Let's go to here. All right. Here's the problem. The problem right now that he's presenting is Let's say enemy is here. You have your first fire team. You have your second fire team. You're in this tree line. Okay. You take contact in this tree line from an unknown number of individuals from your east. Okay. If you all tracking, this is the AO. Okay. You don't know how many there are, but you know you're taking casualties quickly. So you have two options. You can either try and use the enemy's last few seconds of concentration on your buddies to conduct a maneuver, or you take this chance to break contact and just bail out. The bleed out time on Bellum is pretty lengthy. Are you losing a team? Yes. But would you rather lose one team or a whole squad? Right? You gotta weigh the options here. All right. Say that more times than not, how many times have you all heard on the radio, hey, he's walking on my body. He's walking on my body, right? Cool. They'll continue on. They'll probably go looking for you. Okay. At that point, I would send maybe one guy or even, two guys to come back, scout it out, see if there's anyone left, try and go pick up your people, and then bail out of there and find a different plan of action. Okay. 1 second. All right. Does that answer your question? Are there any real world maneuvers at the squad or fighting level that you'd avoid in game because they don't perform as well? Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Bellum does an amazing job at making it to where the real world tactics perform as they're intended. The only thing you don't get, Birth, from the real world tactics is the pucker factor. Like the human dimension, right? Yeah, you're kind of limited to your lives, and that's obviously a bum because you don't want to die and walk all the way from FOB. But nothing really hits home than like a one life thing, right? So you won't get that here because some people will still go crazy and they'll still charge and make crazy maneuvers because they know that if they die, they still have at least a life to respawn, right? So more times than not, though, you can still use all real world tactics. Okay. Let's go into squad supported attacks. So yeah, the pucker factor. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I have my sound effects kind of turned down a little bit, so it's not as bad. Or maybe I'm just used to it. All right, so squad supported assaults. All right, I'm going to show you guys another video. Let's go back. I'm a visual learner, and I feel like videos are the best way to do this. Okay. Let's go back to the channel here. Sorry, don't look at my cheesy videos. Leave me alone. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Check this out. So this is going to be a squad-supported assault on an enemy objective. This one, I believe, is the one that we not to toot our own horn, but to toot our own horn, right? Humble bragging. TWS, I believe, holds a record for the fastest exploitation game at 36 minutes and 99% manpower. Granted, it was like right at the beginning of the new player beta drop, so we weren't playing against quite an organized team. But what we did was we took a support by fire, so an SBF. Can someone write support by fire equals SBF in the side chat, or SBF equals support by fire, so we can keep a running list of the jargon and the acronyms? So SBF, support by fire. We took our weapon squad and we put them on the hill. So what you can't see right now is there's a hill right here. We've had a location where we had contact from Delta 4-2, as you can see marked on the map. I'm actually going to let this play out, and I want you guys to kind of watch along with me. And I want you, as the player, as the Bellum player, to take notes of what you saw went well and what you saw is not so well. Okay? All right, here we go. Bear with it. A little bit of movie time. And then after this, we're going to go right into practical application in Bellum itself on training server number 2. Training server number 2. Okay? So here we go. Again, put in the side chat and the training stage side chat what you're seeing is well, what you're seeing is not well, and you guys can talk about it in the side chat as the video plays. All right? Here we go.
I want you pushing up and over to
Welcome to the channel.
4-2.
Today we're diving into the brand new Bellum beta drop. I'm leaving, ending with 98.
Attack, base of fire.
There it is.
Seems like friendlies are coming up on enemy contacts. I don't know.
All stations. Squads nearest contact, base of fire. 1-3 flank, 1-3 flank. Action right, 1-3, action right.
They're spread out 4 wide. Right now. Doesn't seem like anybody's trying to
1-2, break down, go with 1-3, action right. 1-2 and 1-3, action right. 1-1, 1-4, base of fire.
1-1, 1-4, 2 copies. Enemy contacts rotate to the right side.
Right over the other side of that.
All right, we've identified enemy contact here. If you heard me over comms, I said I believe it was 1-1 or 1-2 and 1-3 action right. So from our perspective, right, this is the right side. I'm telling 1-3 and them to try and flank around this way while we have a support by fire going.
Magic, can you give me a call out? Give me Delta, Whiskey, Tango. Which one of those?
1-3, 1-2.
We have the communication at the platoon and squad level. So that concept is called enemies are about to pull. South. 1-2. I'm pushing information and I'm also pulling information. To integrate with 1-3. We're gonna fast forward. All right, we're observing effects, right? We're observing effects. Where proper, you said you don't hear anything. Is the audio working? Okay, all right, yes. All right, cool. I'm observing effects, right? So what we're doing right now is we're observing where our effects are landing, right? Are we suppressing the enemy? I'm also scanning for enemy positions. You need to work. 1-4-1-1 ceasefire, 1-4-1-1 ceasefire. I'm telling them to cease fire because we're no longer receiving any rounds. That's important, right? Economy of rounds is important. Think of it as a budget. You have a certain amount of bullets in your bank. If you use, no, I am 1-6 at this moment, Vikram. I'm 1-6. If you use all of the bullets in your bank on your vacation, right? The vacation might end sooner than you think on the first day. But you have to know how to spread those bullets in your bank across the entirety of your vacation. Okay, or across the entirety of your field trip. All right, we're going to continue a little bit more. We got some kills. We collected intel. We have identified the cache is in this area.
The cache site has been spotted. 1-1 out. Roger. Hey, 1-4. Is this 1-4? Hey, 1-1. We're moving, brother.
1-1.
Send it.
Pick it up east.
All right, pick it up. 8-6. I'm gonna push my squad southwest into that opposing trailing to the west.
All right, so now we're trying to seize the initiative. The 3 pillars of offensive action are speed,
Copy. Go ahead.
surprise, and violence of action. Someone write that in the side chat. Speed, surprise, and violence of action.
Send it.
Pick it up.
Okay? It's a triangle. If you are missing one of these 3, you have to compensate by increasing the other 2. Right? At this moment, we don't have surprise. They know we're here. But we can then push our speed and increase our violence of action. You're about to see it right now. Listen to the comms.
All right, pick it up. 8-6. I'm gonna push my squad southwest into that opposing trailing to the west. As long as 1-2 can keep us covered.
1-2, can you do that?
1-3. A firm, we already got him covered.
Copy. Go ahead and do that. 1-1 is sweeping to the east. We're doing an action left. 1-4, you are the pivot point. 1-4, you need to.
I'm letting my support by fire, which is my machine gun section. I'm letting them know that they are the pivot point, right? Right now, we have a squad on the left and the right of 1-4, our support by fire. So it's called hooking and jabbing. So imagine, if you will, you're a boxer or you're in a fight. When you jab somebody, you're keeping them at bay, right? You're keeping distance between you and them, but you're also kind of distracting them, right? Because they're focused on defending against your jabs. If you keep jabbing and keep jabbing and keep jabbing, eventually there's going to be a gap that opens up that you can hit them with a hook, which is otherwise known as a flank. And that's where you knock them out. And so I'm telling 1-4 that they're jabbing, right? They are the ones jabbing. We're hooking and jabbing.
Cover 1-1's advance. We're going to do one last leader's recon before we commit to the open area. I want to make sure I'm not running into enemy machine gun that just so happened to get lucky. Copy, Tango. Now listen to communication between myself, the rifle squad, and the weapon squad. 1-1, you're clear to move. 1-1, you're clear to move. Now, pause. You're like, holy shit, look at all those chickens out there in the middle of the field, right? Trust me, I said the same thing. But when there's our tactical mistakes made, you have to commit and you have to essentially say, hey, this is a do or die moment. I have to assume this risk. And the risk right now is I have a bunch of dudes in the open. But for me, I found solace in the fact that I had a good, competent weapons squad and they were doing an absolute phenomenal job suppressing the enemy. So write this down, put in the side chat. Suppression without movement, waste of ammo. Movement without suppression, suicide.
2-3 are pushing that tree line time now.
1-2, 1-3, do not advance more than 10 meters from where you're currently at. Hold the defensive perimeter. 1-1 is doing the conducting maneuver time now. You get a 240 shooting in the background. You might have to break up your fire teams to start spreading out the search here. It could be anywhere in this red circle.
6, this is 3. We have bodies on our pods. Collecting intel now.
Solid.
1-3, this is 1-2 Alpha.
All right, so we are now in a position where we can kind of find a little bit of respite or a little bit of rest. We've crossed a huge open danger area. We're finding some cover and concealment. We're going to get our stamina back up. 1. Bravo, Delta 4-2. Here we go. Another big open danger area crossing. Listen for the comms.
In that forest that you're pushing right now, over.
Rapid rate, 1-4, rapid rate. We're crossing ODA. All right, you heard that cue? I said rapid rate. It took a second for the comms to get through to them, but then now you hear the machine gun shooting hella quick. Talk to me. Where's my MSL? Do you see it? All right, MSL, minimum safe line. MSL, minimum safe line. There's a certain distance or a certain angle in which that I am now going to start getting into friendly fires or friendly positions, field of fire. I need to ensure that I am not walking into their gun target line, their GTL, gun target line. Yes, we're moving left to right from your perspective. This then is where they were talking about previously shifting, right? Shifting of fires. We are shifting the fires in the same direction that friendlies are moving so we don't hit friendlies.
He said there was 2 enemies in these woods.
Yeah, I got one down right here.
Okay,
I'm gonna
keeping that rapid.
All right, so they helped us out. We kept the rapid rate. We ended up finding the cache. Okay, we're gonna fast forward because it's just me collecting intel. There's an idiot. South within 50 meters. There we go. Here we go. Just listen for the comms. It's crisp. Okay, crisp. Wait, 1-1 coming in from our south. 1-1 immediate south within 50 meters. All right, you hear that violence of action? They're within 50 meters. Now, am I running at them? No, I'm not. Am I trying to position myself to where I can run at them? Yes, I am. Watch. There's your grenade. On that grenade explosion, right there. Now, we can afford to sit here because it's a 2-man team, right? Now, if this was a fire team, it'd be different, but they're within 50 meters. It's a 2-man team. I'm not going to commit myself to run at this guy for a lucky headshot. Start pushing, bound up. 1-1, get your boys start bounding up. All right, we smoked these dudes. We end up going for the cache. Now, break contact. Someone mentioned earlier about like, hey, how do you break contact? When would you break contact? I'm about to show you. Do not collect any intel if you have it. Wait for.
Charge set.
Charge is set.
And that yell, burning. Good shit. All right, boom. All right, here we go. We just blew the cache up, and I want you to listen and watch how we break contact. Listen and watch how I break contact. I'm going to let the whole thing play through, and I want you to just kind of make mental notes or real life notes if you're writing anything down. Here we go.
Hey, we're taking contact from the rear.
Contact rear on the east. 1-1 heavy contact rear east. Break contact, pop smoke. Also 100% manpower. Hey, pop smoke, break contact to the west. 1-4, I need you to start spraying down east of 1-1's position. How copy?
Do you want gun 3's engaging, gun 2 engaging?
All right, let's go. Pull back. Go.
Pull back, come on. Hey, brother, let's go.
Say again.
Just stay low and fucking run for it.
Yes. We're pulling back. 1-4, we're going to cross your frontage, moving from your left to right. We're going straight west into the adjacent tree line of view.
1-6, I have a enemy squad maneuvering on you.
All right. So for that, you saw we realized that there is no tactical reason for us to stay there. And this is what happens with a lot of new players. You get so caught into the micro, you're not thinking about macro. Micro is, I got to get kills, or I'm in a firefight. I need to kill these guys. No. If there is no reason for you to be there, don't be there. Right? We blew the cache up. There's no tactical advantage for me to sit there and keep engaging with these dudes. Break contact, pop smoke, have someone shoot for you, leave the area. Okay. We're going to skip 2. Now I want you to pay attention. This is huge, right? We are dabbling now into. And after this video, we'll go right into Bellum Training Server 2. If you're not training Server 2, I would try and get there before all the slots fill up. We're gonna go into what it looks like for a platoon level fire and maneuver, right? Because you're about to see us envelop these dudes simply because we are having a base of fire element and a maneuver element. Fly in my face. Give me a second. Jedi, can you hit up Cly or one of the AI guys and have them reset the server so all the dead bodies go away, please, when you get a chance, brother? All right. So we are now at a position where I'm going to paint the picture. 1-2 is flanking is trying to push in from the north. 1-3 is trying to push in from the east. Okay. 1-1 is just trying to reconsolidate their guys. They took a few casualties on the way here. They're trying to get their guys back up. And are breaking contact west and north respectively. So there's tactical patience, right? Tactical patience. And we are not sending our guys right into this tree line. This tree line, Al-Zalaam, Satyr, and Rangers, if you know how to utilize the terrain, a tree line can be disgusting against an enemy who isn't traversing through it correctly. Okay? No worries, Grim. So watch what happens when you're able to fix an enemy in place and kind of distract him with a base of fire and then hit him from the flank yet again.
This is platoon.
Element, I'll copy. And now get ahead of the game here. All right. So we are now telling 1-2, start moving up. 1-3, start moving up. We're going to slowly start to squeeze them. 3, I think I just saw eyes on enemy moving right to left, north to south from our perspective. Let's start pushing in. All right, 1-2 over here. They are now in contact. 1-2 is now in contact out here. 1-3, we're approaching from the bottom of the screen, is coming off the enemy's right flank. So the enemy is facing the right side of your screen at 1-2. 1-3 is coming from the bottom of your screen. Yep, the enemy's over here. Let's go, 1-3, squeeze them. Opportunities. Ambush of opportunity. Okay. You didn't see, I don't know if you caught it. There's one guy here. There's one guy here. One guy here. One guy here. It's a third guy right here. Whole squad, 1-3, we have the flank. Another guy break. 1-3, we have the flank. Hit these guys. 1-2, start smoking them. And the rest of their pretty much team is over here. You can't see it because it's pixelated. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, why are you switching between targets, but you're not putting them down? The reason why is because you're going to focus. People can agree. It's kind of tanky, right? The TTK, or the time to kill in this game, is pretty heavy, right? It's not quick. However, there's a tactic you can use, right? If there's too many people that you can't put them all down at once, start shooting multiple back to back to back. What it does is going to force them to go either prone and stop shooting, or two, they're going to be kind of caught off guard and they're not going to know what to do, right? Imagine you have 3 dudes right here. One of them is hit, and the next second another one's hit, and the next second another one's hit. You would be a little kind of like discombobulated. You'd be like, how the hell is my whole fire team getting hit? When in reality, it's just one dude shooting them. You know what I'm saying? So, what does this mean? Watch. Here we go. Shooting multiple targets. And I am trusting that the rest of my friendly units. Oh, hold on. My son has to go to the bathroom. 1 second. 1-2, start moving in. 1-2, start moving in. 1-3 has your support by fire. We're on their flank. 1-3, cyclic. 1-3, cyclic. Light these fuckers up. 1-2, move. Help me find intel. Yep, keep sweeping, guys.
Take it slow.
Roger, shift left. We're gonna go ahead and pick up and start
Alpha, take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. Keep on line.
Heard.
Intel here. Can you get some intel here?
Yeah, collect it, collect it. Command will pick up the intel. 1-3, 1-2, you continue fighting. I'm gonna let this play out. Reason being is I gotta put my kid down for bed. It'll take me like 2 minutes, guys.
The circle just got smaller. Very good chance it's in that village. I know that. It's just looking like the circle's going down. I'll double check it. 2, this is 3. We have contact south side. We're picking up security now. 1-2, keep pushing in. Trying. We got gas in the drone over there. It's hard to see in the windows and fire. Alright, yeah, copy. I'm gonna head back that way. 1-6. Copy. There is no enemy contacts in the same tree line. We're just taking contact. I just want to turn back.
Copy, copy.
Alright, we're doing a kind
Working the
of
buildings
a
again.
the battle damage assessment
Stay,
right now.
keep dispersion.
We are
1-2 and 1-3.
intel.
Roger.
It's in the village. It's in the village. Break, break, break. 1-2, 1-3. Break contact. We're going to the village. 1-2, 1-3. Break contact. It's in the village. Pop your smokes. East. So now we're preparing to finish the fight. Okay, we're preparing to finish the fight. Here we go. Let me see. We really honestly don't need to see the rest of this, to be honest. Okay. For the most part, though, does everyone have a basic understanding of fire and maneuver? I've shown you that it works. I've shown you that it's not just, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. That's you've seen on video. Now, do I have any questions before we go? Oh, the last R, return accurate fire. So return fire, take cover, return accurate fire. Meaning you are actually trying to have a more refined target precedence or more refined target location. Do I have any further questions before we push out into Bellum itself? Okay, so which one of the 3, speed, surprise, and violence of action, is most important if you can't fully achieve all of them? Violence of action. I say that because if you lose speed and you lose surprise, what will you always have with you? Your freaking guns. You can still shoot. Now, if you're out of ammo, then you're fucking cooked, which is why it's important, why you keep an economy of rounds, okay? All right. Any further questions before we push into the training here? Should return fire be used stationary or even prone? You should return fire all the time. Like if you need to return fire on the move, return fire on the move. You know what I'm saying? Is there a channel in the TWS Discord to apply? So for TWS, normally I'd wait to do this at the end, but for TWS, you just have to be 18 years or older and be a good person, and you could throw in the tags. We don't really have requirements other than be a good person, be 18 years or older. We understand. Our quote is take the game serious, not ourselves. Well, actually, we have 3. Take the game serious, not yourself. No ego, and rising tides raise all ships. Okay. That's out of the way. I'll give you, and we'll talk about that again at the end. Where's the best place to go when trying to squat up in here or similar to the game? So that would be, you can do it here or our Discord. For that way, we're not distracted with like the TWS stuff. I really want to focus on the training. If you have any TWS questions, I highly encourage you to go to the link Ibarra put where it says the Warfighting Society. Just follow that link. You can join the Discord from there, and then we can get you guys set up once you guys are in the Discord. But let's focus on the training for now, okay? Nope, you're dude, totally fine, Bleed. You are totally fine, brother. No, I believe there's no such thing as a dumb question. So what we're gonna do, if you are in Bellum right now, if you are in Bellum on training server 2, we are going to recreate, right? We're going to recreate what we just did. If you're looking at my stream, I need all of the Rangers, look at my stream, up here on these rocks. If you are Al-Zalaam, I need you to move out here to the east in these buildings. Okay? Again, Rangers. What's up?
We have a lot of people in Al-Zalaam, so I don't know how we're going to control all of them because there's a lot of people here. But I'll try my best.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Rangers, again, I need you to move up to the rocks if you're watching my stream. Just up here, you're going to be on these rocks. Just stay up there. Al-Zalaam, if you're on Al-Zalaam, please come out over here to these buildings. We are going to flip sides, right? Because both sides need a rep. I don't want just Rangers to get a rep. This goes for everybody. These tactics work for everybody, by the way. The only difference is that if you're Al-Zalaam and you try and use these tactics, you have to have a lot more speed. You're going to have to really, really rely on your speed to get that going, okay? All right, looks good, looks good. Let me know when you get all the Al-Zalaam folk over to that building, Victor. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, my brain be braining sometimes. Let me turn actually my sound up here. Actually, I don't want to turn my sound up because it's going to fuck with y'all shit, wouldn't it? It is. I'll leave that there. Try and get up top of this hill. Yeah, I have it. Thank you, JPM. I purposely have it off because I know when people are watching my stream and in game, they'll get like a double audio. My brother in Christ, Klee, you're here. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Jedi, if you got Jedi's DM, when you get a chance, bro, can you reset the server? There's just dead bodies. It's nothing crazy, but just kind of cleaning it up a little bit, I guess. No worries, Grims. Thank you for coming, man. I want you guys in the eastern buildings, Bad Power Ninja. So if you look on the map, right, the Rangers are up here. AZ, you're going to be spread out throughout these buildings. Stay in, don't cross the road. I want you to stay here. Cleanup will require, oh yeah, I can speed up time. Okay, okay.
Copy western side of the road, Roger.
Okay. Maverick, we are about to do practical application of the squad supported attack and the fire maneuver platoon level as well. So Al-Zalaam, if you see this right here, this is where you're going to go. You're not going to go east across the road. You're going to be in the western buildings. Okay, Cly said, "Are you sure I want to reset this minute?" That's a good question. Is anyone getting mad frame drops from the dead bodies on the map? Like, isn't it like truly like you cannot survive without a server restart? If we get at least 5 people, we might have to do it. Okay, everyone not even noticing. All right, cool. Then we're good. We're good. Don't even worry about it. Okay, good. So, Rangers, we're going to let the Al-Zalaam guys get in those buildings. And this is going to be a little bit scripted. We've done this before. This is going to be a little bit scripted. If you are 1-4, you are the squad, the weapons squad. I want you guys set up your support by fire over here on these rocks, and you're going to face the buildings out to the east. Okay, you're going to face the buildings out to the east. If you are not 1-4, please get off of the rocks and pull back a little bit. Give them space. Now, one thing that people need to remember is 1-4 is going to be focused on suppressing the enemy. If they're focused on suppressing the enemy, what is exposed? Anybody in the side chat? If they're solely focused on everything in front of them, what are they not watching? Their flank. Thank you, Fenrir. Their flank. So I would argue, and I think most people would agree, you should probably leave a squad, and yes, a whole squad, back to cover their flanks. One team on their left flank, one team on their right flank, and they can find a middle ground in the rear, so that way no one sneaks up on them. Okay? So in this instance, yep, I got you. Of course, Cly. Of course, Cly. Get up here, Cly. You're always welcome up here, buddy. What you can do is you're going to leave 1-4 and 1-3. 1-2, you're going to stage out here to the southwestern tree line. All right. If you're watching my stream, I'm going to pull up my map. You're going to stage in this tree line. If you are in 1-1 and 1-2, you're staging in this tree line here. This tree line right here. We'll get 1-1 and 1-2. Oh, you need more perms. How do I do that? I don't know I could do all this stuff. Oh, more perms to share screen. Clay, you're literally a freaking admin. I don't know, bro. What do I do? You're an admin, bro. All right. All right. What we're going to do now, once 1-1 and 1-2 is over there, I don't know where 1-1 is at, truth be told. Oh, they are in there. Okay, so what's going to happen now? Al-Zalaam, we're going to play this as it lies, right? We're going to play this legit. I don't know if damage is turned on, Klee. If damage is not, can you turn it on so we can actually get good reps for this, please? What's going to happen is 1-3 and 1-4, you're going to suppress the buildings across the way. 1-1, I'm going to draw on your map your route 1-1 and 1-2, in which you are going to take to flank the enemy. Okay. Once you get to X-ray 17, you're going to move north and clear out the buildings. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go. If you're Al-Zalaam, you're trying to shoot the Rangers. If you're the Rangers, you're trying to shoot Al-Zalaam.
Got the Al-Zalaam is set in the village already, so you can go whenever you want.
I'm watching the camera here. All right, 1-1 and 1-2. Use the terrain, right? Use the terrain. No, Maverick, you're not running to the Rangers. You're trying to hold the buildings. Maverick, you're trying to defend the buildings.
All right, 1-4 should be communicating with 1-1 and 1-2, right? You're communicating on the maneuver. Who's going where? Do you see them? Where a friendly's at? Things of that nature. Good. Throw those marks up. Good. Don't go too much through your ammo 1-4. Remember, you have different rates of fire: sustained, rapid, and cyclic.
Still at 107 under belt.
All right, we're looking kind of good there. Okay, now 1-1 and 1-2. You guys are about to initiate the breach, or essentially you're exposing yourselves to open danger areas. So what do you need to tell the sport by fire?
Alright, my shit was on voice mode. Sorry, you can hear me now, Talbio.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah, my shit was on voice mode. You're good. No left limit, right limit.
1-1, this is 1-4. Update.
Nearest tree line.
Red on
southeast.
3 house location.
Yep, got him.
Belt's still good at 90.
Hey, platoon lead, I got a drone on the house. 1112, we're setting up a base of fire. Cover your assault.
Alright, ship fire right, correction left. Right limit's gonna be that yellow house, middle of town.
1-1 be away. On the east side of Alpha 6-2 are enemy combatants.
Alright, continue to ship fire left. Probably radio.
Yep, check your left.
Yeah, Belcher, we will.
Hold after next first. Linking. Your link's 130.
Be advised, we have enemy contacts to our south and southwest. 1-2 is setting up a base of fire and holding security for 1-1.
Oh, just got an audio book.
Everything in that yellow house is friendly.
118, those center buildings.
Friendly. Should be shifted left.
Say again. You're good, 180.
Trees are blocking me from there on out.
4 key fire directed at brick house and white house. Yellow house is friendlies.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. It's going to be a fight because you're clearing building to building.
Yeah, you can see those buildings, 113 that are just below the archery line.
So what we'll do here, for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and cease fire, everybody. Go ahead and cease fire, cease fire, cease fire across the board.
Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Okay. What we're going to do is, Rangers, I want you to go back to the fob, redeploy, get your ammo back. Al-Zalaam, we're going to go more inland, so that way you don't have to walk all the way back. This time, Rangers, what you're going to do is you're going to hold...
I got a question. Are you guys like a group?
You're going to hold this right here. If you look on your map, Rangers, you're going to you're going to come down.
Okay, cool.
Let's go. Actually, let's go to the west side of the river.
I'm not in a group. I'm just here.
All right, Rangers, we'll do this.
I want you to hold this right here,
I'm just
Rangers.
watching. I mean,
I know
I'm
on
just...
the.
You guys
Oh,
see
good.
this?
Yeah,
I'm
feel free to watch. I do know if you're looking for games on the experimental server, they are doing
Oscar
like
9-8
normal
Rangers. That's
games.
where we're gonna go.
I just wanted to do a normal game on a normal server.
Your
I
job,
didn't need no
Al-Zalaam,
experimental.
is
I don't got the
to
update.
find a support by
Okay.
fire.
On the
and
normal
then
one, I
position
don't
yourselves
know
to
if there's
maneuver
actually
on
any.
Oscar
There
9-8.
aren't
Rangers
any
are gonna
normal
be defending
servers right
again
now.
Oscar 9-8.
Yeah, you'd have to go to the
Al-Zalaam, your job is
experimental,
to
which is
clear
I
the
still
Rangers
recommend
off
downloading.
Oscar 9-8. Rangers,
I mean,
go
I
ahead and go back
would,
to your
but-
Ranger fob and redeploy.
No, exactly.
Al-Zalaam, if you are
Like, how
here
you
at the
do
Ranger
that?
fob, you might as well just redeploy. Go
How do you
back
do the
to
experimental?
your fob.
Yeah. Why is your platoon lead all fucking dark and stormy?
Because he's talking in the Discord. So on the on the launcher, on the Bellum launcher, man.
Oh no!
Nope, I don't care.
forgot that
Al-Zalaam, I want
the,
you guys to do a little bit of free thinking
Yeah.
here.
So so when a launcher, you just yeah.
Gotcha.
For this exercise, Al-Zalaam, all
Thanks,
you
man, I
know
appreciate
is
it.
that a Ranger platoon is somewhere around Oscar 9-8, probably within these buildings.
I'm gonna go catch up with the gun teams. Come on, gun team.
You cruel son of a bitch. I thought they had friendly fire turned off completely. I didn't realize it was reversed still.
Nope, we specifically asked them to turn it on.
That's funny. Wait, so you guys are like in touch with the devs right now? I mean, I'm not that surprised. It is the beta. Hold on. Lonesome, I need you to hold really still. I'm testing the hitbox. I want to see how close I can get it. I'm gonna shoot in that gap between your earmuff and the fucking earmuff mount.
I think I'm trying to get Clyde to give us speed
very
hacks. Give us a
still.
second.
Hey. Now I'm gonna shoot the earmuff, but not quite your head. Yeah, boy. Curious, does gun stop bullet? No, it does not.
Victor,
Gun does not stop bullet.
Can you stream your screen from your ATAC so we can see the Al-Zalaam movement?
I do not have
I am in
permission
so
to
much
share my
pain.
screen on this.
How do
channel.
I make it?
Someone actually shot me.
Hey, do these rounds come through the wall?
I guess we'll use Clyde's overhead.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's shit.
hold on. I know.
I mean, they're kind of free rolling some squads right now. They're trying to get organized, another ones. So far, mine is the only one more or less straight in the area you wanted us in.
Okay, Victor, so pretty much Oscar 9-8 is your mission. Ranger platoon is holding Oscar 9-8. Just organize your guys so they have a support by fire and a maneuver squad. Or maneuver squads. Now, with obviously Al-Zalaam, you guys have a little more flexibility, right? You can go do crazy flanks and shit like that. So
Tracking.
Oh, that's the wrong grenade! Fuck! Yeah. It's like a soothing rain.
Negative Maverick. Rangers are holding Oscar 9-8. Al-Zalaam is trying to take Oscar 9-8.
For the other map, yeah, absolutely. We can get into that. Probably not tonight, though. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's already getting late on a weekday. Yeah, that map is legit. Anyone Al-Zalaam, are you guys kind of ready, Victor? Do you know?
We're fixing some squads. I think you'll have 2 enemy squads for you, so that's something.
This is for you guys. I want Al-Zalaam to get reps at this too.
Gotcha.
All right, Rangers, once you get there, just kind of set up.
War, I'm on my way as the drone up.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, man.
This is the boring part, guys. I apologize. Okay, sounds good. Training topic is squad level tactics and a little bit of platoon. At a basic level thing, basic level. Please don't shoot any Al-Zalaam guys you see immediately north of the compound area. He's trying to get POV for training. Okay, we're almost set up over here with the Ranger guys. What about you, Victor? Is Al-Zalaam ready?
Al-Zalaam, you guys ready?
We are like give me 1 minute, but yeah, we are pretty much ready.
All right, Rangers, this is going to be a little scripted. Your job is just to hold that general area, okay? They're pretty much all set up with the exception of like 1 or 2 teams, Victor.
Alright, Al-Zalaam is set. Let me know when you want me to start the engagement.
All right, whenever you're ready, Victor.
Alright, check.
For those that don't have the game, kind of, and you're just watching, unfortunately, I do not have admin cam, so I can't really show you an overhead. So.
Or once I get the drone up in the air, you might be able to use my live stream and use that as the admin cam. Refer back to that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Break. 225. Squad size element moving right to left. Are we clear to engage? You get the hey, last. Commander, we clear to engage. Contact southwest.
Yeah, if you see them, you're clear to engage them. You're playing this like a live game. Your guys' mission though is to defend that compound area you're at.
Where are we getting enemies from? 225, right to left. More enemy moving southwest, 100 meters. What's the range on those? 100 meters southwest.
Alright, Jedi, I'm watching your
Are
screen.
they past the road or before the road?
Roger that.
More enemy moving southwest, 100 meters.
Bear with me, like I say, I haven't
What's the range on
flown the
those?
drone before, so we're about to find out.
100 meters southwest.
Alright, Jedi, I'm watching your
Are
screen.
they past the road or before the road?
Roger that.
More enemy moving southwest, 100 meters.
Bear with me, like I say, I haven't
What's the range
flown
on
the
those?
drone before, so we're about to find out.
think I'm seeing your stream. Are you streaming your own stream right now?
No, I'm not.
Jedi, I'm watching
It's on
you.
Hang on, I'll switch feeds. Roger that.
More let me know if southwest please.
Like I say, I haven't
You have a guy down. What's the range on
the
those?
drone before, so we're gonna find out.
I think I'm
Yeah, I've switched it over. War.
seeing your stream. Are you streaming your own stream right now?
No, I'm not.
Jedi, I'm watching
It's on
you.
Hang on, I'll switch feeds. Roger that.
Your stream is in like an infinite loop right now, Jedi. Do you have your stream open in a different tab?
War, it should be good now. I know it was in an infinite loop. I've switched it over. It must just not have caught up yet. I'm looking at what the stream looks like on YouTube right now, and it should be good, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm scrolling up to find your stream right now.
Okay. Yeah. Hang on, I could drop you a current link.
MG teams, this is 1-3. We're going to try to converge south and get a flank on this threat to the southwest.
Yeah, wide, be advised. We have
And I'm close enough. I'm gonna throw the drone up here real soon. Wish me luck.
We're having a heavy range. Be advised, this is 1-2 Bravo. We have a whole squad ascending from 190 southeast right now.
Yeah, I know, Tub Toaster. We're eventually going to get private servers we can password protect for trainings. Yeah, Al-Zalaam should be maneuvering on the Rangers right now. Oh no, Rangers should be staying static. Rangers should be just trying to stay static and defend the town. Defend the little cluster of buildings. If Rangers are flanking, you guys are supposed to be defending right now, Rangers. We're giving Al-Zalaam a chance to try and do a maneuver. The same way they let you did a maneuver.
This thing is crazy.
How is the Ranger assault looking? I can't see anything.
Yeah, so far I haven't really been able to find where the contact's at.
1-6, this is 1-2. Where do you need us? Gun teams, be aware. 2 enemy commands pushing ridgeline 164 southbound.
Okay, Clee's got his stream up. Also
1-9. Someone call for 1-9. Sorry, 1-9, this is 1-4. Wanting to know if the red marks on the map are updated. I placed them, not sure if they're completely correct.
I don't think Al-Zalaam... Is Al-Zalaam shooting at the enemy, or are they shooting...
They appear to be accurate.
Oh, I see, I see. Al-Zalaam, try and consolidate your forces, right? So finish the contact that's at your support by fire. Win that fight, and then suppress for your maneuver element to push the compound.
218 southwest in the tree line.
And I apologize ahead of time, guys. I know this is not ideal with the randoms kind of coming in and just doing weird stuff. We're going to work on getting better training servers set up. That was password protected. You guys don't have to deal with randoms kind of gunking up the training. Victor, is your support Wi-Fi able to actually get rounds onto the enemy Ranger compound?
We are hard suppressed at this time by the enemy on the west side. We are in mass casualties at the time trying to figure out how to maneuver on them.
Okay, so let's play the problem, right? We got enemies are trying to push in. Let's try and finish the small targets first, which is the ones that are flanking your support by fire.
Yes, sir.
This will move on with it fast. We got a good SBF, but that initial push, there is not really a good vector into this town, especially from the approach angle. So, trying to polish a turd right now. Working through the problem.
No, it's all good. Yeah, Al-Zalaam, if you can hear me, focus on the closest alligator to the boat, which is going to be an enemy Ranger squad trying to flank your support by fire. Once you take that out, that will set conditions for the Al-Zalaam support by fire to actually push the enemy. Okay, there we go. I think I see some Al-Zalaam suppression going out. That's good. RPGs, GLs, all that. Al-Zalaam maneuver is doing a good job of not pushing up until the suppression is set. Good job, Al-Zalaam maneuver.
This is update from 1-4. Guns are starting to run dry. Repeat, guns are starting to run dry. Process has started.
Are you guys still flanked up there at the support by fire? Or did you neutralize the threat? looks like you wiped the enemy up by your support by fire, Al-Zalaam, I would start focusing on trying to suppress the enemy compound for your maneuver to push in. Using your RPGs and RPDs.
We seem to have some enemy presence on the west.
How we looking, Al-Zalaam? How we looking?
Working the problem. We've got breach into the western part of the town, and we're starting to work 1-3 north to south.
Good. All right. So there it is. You know, work one problem at a time. Try and finish the fight, Al-Zalaam. Rangers, how are you guys looking?
This is 1-1. We have close contacts to our north, straight north, 100 meters, the apex of the road.
It looks like Al-Zalaam has gained a foothold in the town.
Squad lead tower, things looking.
All right, let's go ahead and index and cease fire. Al-Zalaam was able to get in and achieve mission, which was essentially just flank the fix the enemy in place and then flank them. So I think we're good. I'm going to go over a quick AR. I got about 10 minutes before I got to hop off, so I want to give time for everyone to give feedback. So if you're still in game, that's awesome, but I would ask if I drew your attention here to the Discord real quick. From the audience, and it may be hard to hear, but from the audience, if you could put in the side chat what you liked and what you didn't like about the training tonight, please. And once that is done, if you are interested in doing more training like this, jump on over to the TWS Discord. You can go. I'll have someone TWS link it where they can go here in the side chat. You can join there. We don't have any requirements other than be 18 years or older and be a good dude, be a good person. And then we don't have anything against, if you're layering units, so you can be in our unit as well as any other unit we please. We just what we want to operate off of is that you guys are here to learn and you guys are here to be part of a good community or a community that wants to work together. Outside of that, like we're just a bunch of group of people that like playing together. So there's my shameless plug. I don't know if any of the TWS guys can plug our shameless plug, not the Discord link, but the link to the Find a Unit channel for us. Thank you, Maple. If you follow that link that Maple posted, you will find the link to our Discord. We'd love to have you guys. We do appreciate you guys coming in here and joining us on the training. Again, please put what you liked and what you didn't like so we can get better and provide better products for you guys in the future. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Has no luck. Definitely agree with you. We're working on that. Once Astartes gives us our own server, community server, we'll be able to password lock it and get the people that are there to train actually in, and we'll be able to coordinate a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more control of the situation and kind of get you guys set up how we need to, so we can just kind of get through the dumb admin stuff and get you guys training. Okay, yep. I got you loud and clear, Bad Power Ninja, loud and clear. Okay, Oreo, dedicated training. So I kind of talked about this earlier. The Astartes is working on giving some Bellum units access to community servers here in the near future, so we can actually control the environment and actually get you guys good training, where we don't have randoms kind of gunking up the thing. Yep, I about the Al-Zalaam stuff, both sides, right? We don't just want one side to get training. We want everybody to get the training. So thank you for that, Tub Toaster. Clear command truck. Yep, Levi's Nathan, I agree with you 100%. At Nador, Time Precision Games were great tools. Yep, sustain the TDGs, nice. Okay, thank you, Belcher. Even attempt password. Okay, Oreo, yeah, good.
One thing I would want a little more of, granted, we weren't really practicing this, but the possibility to do like leaders recon rather than just kind of fucking sending it via a map into an objective, like for practice at least.
Say that one more time. Sorry, I was reading.
No, you're good. I was saying just a little bit more time to do some, maybe at least some leaders recon or something like that. Rather than just kind of send, because I kind of just had to pick a direction on a map, and I expected to have more cover and concealment, and it just shit went foobar from the first contact.
Okay. All right. Roger this. Maverick. Yep, Maverick. We're working on it. We're going through some growing pains, right? As Bellum grows, we're gonna have to grow. As a Bellum adapts, we're gonna have to adapt. Again, for everyone about the server issues, absolutely. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. We are working with the Astartes to try and get that handled as quickly as possible. As soon as that's good, we will then be able to hold more streamlined trainings for everybody. Bleed crossover very well extrapolated. Okay, cool. Question: do you guys enjoy the YouTube videos? Right. I'm not trying to plug in my YouTube channel, but I figured the YouTube videos would actually help with no shit demonstration, and you guys can see it in real time in a live public match. That I'm not just blowing smoke. Like, it actually works. Okay, I'll try and get more of those. Put out there. Karma, I think training was good. Okay, so dang, I'm surprised. Karma, how did you end up finding out about it then if you couldn't find it originally? Because we're restricted to only posting one announcement in the training events channel, and we can only ping you guys one time 30 minutes prior to the event starting. So do you have any suggestions, Karma? While you guys are typing, I do want to say thank you guys for attending. This means the world to not only myself, but the Astartes devs and everyone else who cares about this game. Like, the culture and the direction of the game lies in our hands. The Astartes guys gave us the framework. Whether or not the cultures in the community sustain and the tactics and teamwork and coordination is solely on us. So that is another reason why we do these things, right? We want everyone to be brought into the fold and kind of keep this game alive and the culture alive. Okay, I read your message, Oreo. I read your message, Birth. Okay. Okay, I see it, Maverick. Okay. I got about 4 more minutes here before I got to kind of end the call here. Let me see. Pros. Okay, cool. Negatives. Okay, got it. So if you are... Okay, come on up, Pickle. For Has No Luck, if you are... if you go to channels and roles and you gave yourself the training role, you will get pinged for all training events, the ones held by us and other units.
Can I be heard?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
Oh, sweet. Hey, thanks for letting me speak. Also, first off, great gameplay. I think everybody did fairly well. The only thing that I noticed was directionally, things were kind of challenged, like directionally. And what I mean by that is typically with like any type of military operation, right? We're given grid coordinates as well as some time to set up like casualty collection points, checkpoints, right? Like you have like a bunch of different fail safes that kind of go into place when like planning out operations. And I noticed that like on the map, there's not a lot of opportunity to do that. At least I haven't found the opportunity to do that. I saw that there was some like marks, like some pins and stuff, but as far as like grid coordinates for helping like maybe coordinate elements and teams to move more efficiently, I didn't see any of that, unless I'm mistaken. But I
no,
haven't seen
you're
that.
not mistaken. So we brought it up to the AI devs that are working on it because it's
Okay.
going to be needed when we have call for fire. When the mortars and all that other stuff coming down. So it's coming in, right? The grids are coming in. The grids are coming in.
Cool.
Don't worry.
Awesome.
Yep, no worries. I appreciate your input, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, of course, bud. Let me see. Doc Game's amazing. This overnight, tonight. Hell yeah, Doc. Highlands. Yeah, Brody. I will drop the. If you go to the TWS Discord, Brody, we have the pictures of the maps that American Jedi put together for us. Yeah, Bellum was great. So we have vote to kicks, guys. We have vote to kicks. If you don't know that, you can right-click someone's name and vote to kick, and it's mainly for the leadership. So if you have a bad squad leader, you guys can vote to kick, et cetera, et cetera. Utilize that, right? If people are not playing the game, kind of like how it should be. Doc, we have a bunch of stuff like this happening all the time. If you just go to the Find a Units and look up TWS, you can join there. There's also other units that you can join. Just find whichever one fits your vibe. And that's about it, folks, for me tonight. I got to hop off here in about a minute. Last thing, definitely, again, huge thanks to everyone that showed up. And some people had to leave early. I think we peaked at right under 85 people. So good shit, everyone. Final shameless plug. We'd love to have you at TWS. Do more trainings like this. We do trainings like this almost every day. We got an EU branch and we have a NA branch for you guys if you guys want to hit that up. Other than that, guys, appreciate it. We'll love to see you around. See you guys this weekend.
Appreciate it, War.
Yeah, later, guys.
Thank you, everyone. See you guys.
I appreciate it, War. Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody, I'm going to shut down the stream. We have ended class.